Hello, and welcome to this year's Financial Modeling Awards. We're thrilled to have all of you here today, and congratulations to all the finalists for getting this far. We're going to kick things off with the Emerging Financial Modeler of the Year Award. After we present the finalists for this category and announce the winner, we'll move on to the next three categories that will go off to a public vote. These categories include Financial Modeling Trainer of the Year, Financial Modeling Resource of the Year, and Financial Modeling Innovation of the Year. Voting for these categories is now open on the Financial Modeling Summit website and will remain open until Sunday midnight UK time. We'll finish off with the last three category winners that have been chosen by our judges. These categories include Financial Modeling Trainer of the Year, Financial Modeling Resource of the Year, and Financial Modeling Innovation of the Year. And now, without further ado, I will pass on to Giles, who will tell us a little bit more about the Emerging Financial Modeler of the Year category and its finalists. Over to you, Giles.
Thank you so much, Elena. Okay, let's get straight to it, everybody. The first award, or the first category with an award, is the Emerging Financial Modeler of the Year. This is for modelers who are early on in their career and are showing enormous potential. These are individuals who are on track to make a real impact in the profession. This was a particularly strong category in terms of the nominations, and we're delighted to present 6 finalists to you today. So congratulations to all of you for making it onto this list. The winner has already been chosen by the judges, and will be announced after those finalists have had a few minutes to talk a little bit about themselves. So in no particular order, the first finalist is Artyom Petrikeu. So Artyom, are you able to come off mute and just tell everybody a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Do you hear me well, right?
Yes, all good.
So thank you everyone for this summit and for this opportunity to talk a little bit. And I want to thank every member of this community, because without each member of the financial modeling community, nothing could happen. The development and new tools and challenges wouldn't go to this place. And a little bit about myself. I'm a graduate from Stockholm School of Economics in Riga, and after some time making financial models for CFO together with Andrew from Financial Modeling World Cup, I got to a private equity firm in Belarus, and now it was an exciting moment for me, as with working with the biggest CEOs of the Belarusian companies. I understood that not all of them understand well the different scenarios their firms can develop and the impact of different scenarios on their firms. And with private equity mindset, you know exactly what you need from the firm. You are interested in the exact multiples and the exact metrics. And that was the good opportunity to develop the skills from financial modeling standpoint. So what I mean by that is not just modeling for fun, but with the exact reasoning to show the CEOs of these firms what can be run in a different way. And yeah, further in the career, it's just a starting point in my career, and I want to develop myself further in this. I believe that the community will expand, and there will be new technologies like AI. But for us as financial modelists, it will mainly be the input in our assumption sheet, which will modify our models just a little bit, but the whole mechanics will be the same. And I believe that our impact inside the firm and our mindset of the and understanding of the effects inside the firm and the financial models will still be the very relevant skills. So thank you again, everyone. I'm happy to share this moment with you.
Perfect. Thank you, Atsiem. That's really insightful. Okay, the second finalist is Charles Poulin. So Charles, would you like to come off mute and just say a few words?
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me here. I'm very proud to be selected as a finalist for the financial modeling emerging financial modeler award. So I'm now starting my third year of professional activity as an analyst in innovation finance. I've been very focused during all my years of study and during my professional life to always improve myself and improve how I model, and to always question what I learn, and to relearn things that needs to be relearned. That's why now I wanted to take this opportunity to recognize my emerging expertise as I'm getting better and better in financial modeling and exploring new technologies and new tools and new way of doing things. So thank you again for all for this event, for all the events, all the masterclass, and all of what's happening in the community as well.
Perfect. That's great. Thanks, Charles. Okay, the third finalist is Moira Tran. So Moira, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself, please?
Yeah. Good morning. My name is Moira Tran. I'm so thankful to be here, nominated alongside such talented and passionate individuals. I started working in aviation, where I financially modeled engines and airplanes as an asset acquisition analyst. I realized that I enjoyed the modeling and finance side more than kind of the engineering side, and so I pivoted my job and started working for a private equity consulting company named 3E Management here out of Dallas, Texas. I've underwritten over 3.6 billion of transactions for multifamily developments and acquisitions, 2.6 billion for senior living developments and acquisitions, and then over 3 billion in aggregate for condo, farm, and townhome industries. I strive to further my commitment in Excel financial modeling by putting the client first, no matter what, and enhancing my technical ability by providing complex out-of-box solutions.
Perfect. Thank you, Moira. Okay, the fourth finalist is Gabrielle Mango. So Gabrielle, could you tell us a little bit more about yourself? And apologies if I've pronounced that terribly. It might be Gabriel. Is Gabriel here with us, or Gabrielle? Okay, potentially not. So I've got a few words that I can share about Gabriel. He is an energy markets and rates consultant specialist with just 3 years experience. So despite this, he has single-handedly redesigned the tariff model for the Nigeria energy sector industry, which has helped all market participants to understand both the model and the electricity industry. So congratulations for making that list. The last two finalists I know couldn't be with us today, so I'll just give you a brief overview. Yanis Bekmanis has been nominated and described as somebody who shows great commitment and enthusiasm to the modeling industry at this early stage of his career. He only graduated last year, and yet he is currently ranked 5th in the Financial Modeling World Cup 2021 season and placed 14th overall last season. He's also been doing some great work at PwC to help modelers communicate and build strong networks with each other. And the final finalist is Tanya Hanzar. With just 2 years modeling experience, Tanya has already been promoted to a senior associate at PwC due to the quality of her work. She's already mastering tools like Power Query, Power Pivot, and Power BI, meaning she is equally adept at supporting data analytics projects as she is with pure financial modeling projects. And at this early stage of her career, she's actually responsible for training clients and her peers in financial modeling. So congratulations to all of the finalists. It's an incredible achievement to reach this stage, and I think it's great for people to see and hear from you directly. We have joint winners for this category, and I'm delighted to announce that those winners are Tanya Hanzar and Gabrielle Mango. Now, unfortunately, neither of those two winners are here to actually be passed over to say a few words, but congratulations to you both. Congratulations to everybody that got onto the finalist list. And I'll now pass back over to you, Elena, for the second category.
Thank you, Giles, and congratulations to everyone once again. Our next category is the Financial Modeling Trainer of the Year. The Financial Modeling Trainer of the Year will be someone who has consistently delivered high quality modeling training and has benefited modelers globally. Now remember, voting for this category has opened on the Financial Modeling Summit website and will remain open until Sunday midnight UK time. Our first finalist is Chris Riley. Unfortunately, Chris couldn't be here with us today, but he has sent us a short video that we'll play for you now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chris Riley, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for nominating me as a finalist for the Financial Modeling Trainer of the Year. It really means so much to me, and frankly, I couldn't even believe that I saw my name next to the two other finalists, so congratulations to them. Obviously, their work and reputation precedes itself. Fortunately, I can't attend the session live, so this is being pre-recorded, but I guess just a little background on me. You know, I started working right in the financial crisis as a consultant, and then I transitioned to corporate finance and then private equity for several years. And then most recently, I just work as an FP&A contractor for myself. And what I did last year was, you know, during the pandemic, I said to myself, well, I've always been pretty good at financial modeling, and I've always really enjoyed mentorship. So why don't I sit down and just see if I can create this model, and I'll do some screen recording, and I'll just dictate it as though I'm talking to a new hire analyst or associate or something like that. And I posted online a little bit to see if there would be some interest, because I felt like a lot of courses I'd seen before were catered towards the mega funds, and there were annual models, and it was very illustrative. So I wanted to make something that was catered towards lower middle market, that was really detailed, built out by month, and try to walk students through what could it really be like to be an analyst or associate in the day-to-day private equity world, and how can you take that information and prepare a recommendation for your partner and become a really valuable member of the team. And so the course started out really small. I just posted it where I could, and you know, thankfully today it's not huge, but it's grown to the point where it actually has a global reach. And I say that, you know, it sounds bigger than it is, but I've been able to interact with students now from all over the world. So the US, the UK, India, Sri Lanka, Australia, South Africa. And it's just been so cool to think that I could make something, you know, from my living room, and then have this ability to just share it with people all over the world. And it was so nice to see that there was a demand for this type of course. So, you know, for me, this award, again, obviously the other finalists, their work really speaks for themselves. So for me, this would really just reaffirm my goal and my vision of what I set out originally to do, which is just create something valuable for people, and then fulfill my passion of mentorship and education. So again, thank you so much for this nomination. I really, really appreciate it. And I look forward to the rest of the summit. Thanks.
That was great. Next up, we have Sean Comley. Sean, would you like to come off mute and say a couple words?
Yeah, sure. Hi, guys. Again, yeah, congratulations to the other two nominations. Yeah, I'm very happy to be shortlisted. Obviously, I've been really taken aback by the support I've received from past participants on LinkedIn and some of my colleagues. Obviously, previous to this year, I've really enjoyed going out and meeting people. I did have a wonderful lifestyle, flying around the world, spending time in hotels and building up my Qantas points. But obviously this year has been less fun, and I've been stuck in North Sydney, speaking at initials rather than meeting my participants. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the days when the small talk doesn't consist of talking about COVID, and we're back to talking about the weather. In terms of my courses, I really enjoyed delivering my courses and have great fun with the students. Hopefully that comes across. They have to tolerate some very terrible jokes as I try to sort of liven up the sessions, and obviously Excel can be intense at times, so hopefully they can see that sort of lighthearted side. And again, hopefully my students, going like really wanting to get back on the tools and really buzzing to sort of get back to their desk and upgrade their models following our training courses. Obviously, yeah, Corality has like our best practice, or Mazars modeling has our best practice methodology that people sort of see those new practices and put them into action. But as I say, I'm very happy to be nominated and very pleased that to be in pretty good company with the nominees, and hopefully, yeah, people vote for me. So.
Thank you, Sean. Our next finalist is Tim Vipend. Now, unfortunately, Tim couldn't join us today, so I will be sharing a little bit about him. Tim is the president and CEO of Corporate Finance Institute. He has extensive experience as an internet entrepreneur in financial analytics and investment banking. In 2005, Tim was an active participant in the capital markets with a wide range of experience, spanning investment banking, investment management, and corporate development. In 2016, Tim co-founded Corporate Finance Institute and envisioned a world where anyone can become a world-class financial analyst. Today, CFI offers 4 consistent self-paced programs that combine all 3 significant skill sets required by the modern financial analyst: theory, application, and business intuition. Giles, why don't you take the floor with the next category?
Okay, thanks, Elena. So we move on now to the Financial Modeling Resource of the Year, a category with 4 finalists. And again, the voting opens up now through to Sunday midnight UK time. So each finalist will have a few minutes to tell us more about their resource. And I'd urge you all then to go and look at each of these in more details and to please cast your vote. This is a really broad category that recognizes resources that are useful to financial modelers in a variety of different ways. And you'll see that there are so many resources available to us today, and that they come in so many forms. And that really shines through in the 4 finalists that we've got here. So again, in no particular order, the first finalist is Perfect Excel Explore, and we've got Joel Steindem to tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, hey, hopefully everyone can hear me. It's so exciting to be back here and to see all these faces. So it's really exciting to be among the Excel community again, even if it's just virtually. It's of course great to be nominated because we were a category winner last year with Perfect Excel Compare, and that just shows how hard at work our team has been behind the scenes developing out this new application. I'm just going to quickly pop into a screen share and show you the tool that we were nominated for. That's going to be this one, sharing my screen. So yeah, this is Perfect Excel Explorer. The goal of the tool is to help financial modelers worldwide understand unfamiliar models and to create better documentation and structure in their own models. So it's a completely standalone application. It's an offline tool. What it essentially does is you throw a model in there. Within a matter of seconds, you get a visual representation of the model. So the blocks that you see here are different worksheets, different connections. On each individual worksheet, you're seeing the types of cells that are available, the unique formulas, the links to other sheets within your model. You're capturing things like external connections. You're reading out things like the VBA code, all of the data validation rules and define names in your model. And it just helps you in several different ways. One is just to understand really the architecture or the underbelly of your own models. It also really helps to dive into models of clients or colleagues so that you guys can be on the same page about what's actually going on. And beyond that, it really helps to kind of clean up the mess. If there's certain sheets that are not being used or define names that are being unused, you have the ability to go in there and make the changes that you need. And again, I guess the financial modeling resource of the year is quite a broad category. And I see I'm among an amazing podcast and some other resources that are truly incredible. But we're excited to be part of this category, and we hope you guys will check us out. If you would like a trial for the tool, please just contact us via the website, and I'll make sure to make that happen. Thank you guys so much.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Joel. Okay, the second finalist is the Financial Modeling Podcast, and we'll hand over to Matthew Benath to tell us a little bit more.
Thanks, Giles. Thanks very much, everybody. Yeah, an absolute honor to be nominated for an award. I started the podcast just out of a pure love and interest and passion for financial modeling, and an opportunity for me really to learn more from other financial modelers by interviewing them for the podcast. So now some almost 70 episodes in on season 4, looking at the soft skills needed to become a master financial modeler. I've learned a hell of a lot along the way. The podcast has won some accolades and been nominated for a top finance podcast by numerous publications, which has been an absolute honor. And it's just great to be here sharing this nomination with all the other great resources and all the other nominees and all the other categories. Thanks very much. And thanks to all the judges as well for the recognition.
Perfect. Thanks, Matthew. Okay, the third finalist is Top Shelf Models. And I believe we have Chris Byzans and Eric Bergin here to tell us a bit more.
Great. Thank you. Good morning. I'm the founder of Top Shelf Models, which is an off-the-shelf solution for real estate financial modeling. So most of the complaints with commercial real estate model templates is that they are not customized. And that's what we have solved by offering customized off-the-shelf solutions. So for every possible real estate property type, the user answers a series of questions about their modeling needs, and it directs them to the exact model that they need out of our 500 plus pre-built models. Our clients have used our models to underwrite over 21 billion US dollars of transactions in the last 18 months. To be nominated for the Financial Modeling and Resource of the Year is very special to me, and I'm glad you have recognized us as a finalist. Thank you again. Check us out on our website, tsmfinancialmodels.com. And our socials at TSM Financial Models, where we have more information about our company and how we're changing the financial modeling industry.
Amazing. Thank you, Eric. Okay, and the final finalist in this category is the Financial Modeling World Cup, and we have got Andrew Grigalinovich here to tell us a little bit more.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you, everyone. And it's really great to be shortlisted as a finalist with the Financial Modeling World Cup for this season's awards. It's great to be here because last year it was not possible because we are only on our 10th month since we were currently established and running competition. I'm going to jump to the share screen mode to just give you a brief overview of the Financial Modeling World Cup thing. So it's basically it's a competition that's a monthly online competition for financial modelers in the world, all over the world, where people have to solve close to real life cases from different parts or different sectors of the financial modeling world. We have worldwide rankings updated every month. And the next stage, by the way, is taking place this weekend. So everyone who might be interested could also join and see how the competition takes place and get the joy. Our motto or the slogan of the the Financial Modeling World Cup is Learn, Train, Compete. So basically, we offer for every level of preparation for every financial modeler in the world. So the most junior or the entry level people who have just started their financial modeling journey, they can learn a lot from solving these cases, just learning from the solution models. The people in their midway through to perfection, they can train, they can use these cases to train for the exams, for example, for the Financial Modeling Institute's program exams, and the top guys can see themselves in the rankings. And by the way, we also do have the $20,000 prize fund, also thanks to the sponsorships from AG Capital, our partner company, and from Microsoft. So these are the top guns from last year, and you see a couple of people nominated from the junior modeler or the emerging modeler. You can also see here, as you correctly mentioned, Yanis Rainsbeckman was number 14th, and I think that Artem Petriev was just below this cutting points last year. We have a great team behind the project, and we have launched just in September. That was the first stage, September last year. So far there are 300 participants and like almost 6,000 followers over LinkedIn. And the next plans for us is to make financial modeling as esports. So this is something that we want to kind of develop in parallel with the current learn, train, compete thing, but it could also be a way for financial modeling to become esports. And the first, you might have seen the 888 battle. So that was our kind of first step towards this direction. So 8 people, 8 top guns, top modelers were competing for winning this thing. And it got a lot of attention on YouTube and in esport media all over the world. So there will definitely be more exciting tournaments coming up quite soon. We'll be announcing these later. And meanwhile, it's great to be nominated, and thank you very much for shortlisting us. Thank you for the jury. And now that's the time for the voters, for the public to go check us at fmworldcup.com and to decide which resource is the best to be awarded this year. Thank you again.
Thanks a lot. That's great. Thank you, Andrew. And thanks, everybody. Thanks to all the finalists. So that wraps it up for the finalists for the Financial Modeling Resource of the Year. Please don't forget to go and have a look at these, as Andrew just said, and to cast your vote. And I will hand back over to Elena for the next category.
Thank you, Giles. Our next category is the Financial Modeling Innovation of the Year Award. This category refers to a new tool, platform, add-in, or approach to financial modeling. Remember, voting for this category has now opened on the Financial Modeling Summit website and will remain open until Sunday midnight UK time. Our first finalist for this category is Anurag Kashwaha. Anurag, congratulations. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Elena. So it's really a very good opportunity that I got, and thank you all others, and congratulations to other finalists for being nominated for this prestigious awards. And so let me share my screen. So I have some small presentation. Yeah, so we are a team of dedicated individuals who understand financial modeling to the core and the need to allow technology and automation to mitigate the challenges faced by the modelers today. So the Excel financial modelers are marked by high risks if not built properly. They are time consuming and especially costly if we are building good financial models, and each iteration derives it more. And then, so to deliver the quality, there are not many who follow the good financial modeling practices, and they compromise on quality in order to beat time. then every model we require to be dynamic, but can be only built when we have a good structured layout before we start building upon the dynamic models. So the solution is the model automation, so which can solve all these problems with the pre-existing knowledge and the experience combined to deliver quality models in a record span of time. So what we say is that we actually create model instead of building it. So this is our methodology. And what we say is that we are bringing all of the model into existence all at once using the information collected firsthand. So what we do is we start by choosing the industry. So we go to the site emodelfactory.com, and you can choose various options over here. You can choose the corporate finance model or the project finance model, and within that you can choose specific industry. Then we have blank templates, and then there are pre-filled templates as well. You can customize them as per your project. Then the second step is to fill in the simple user forms directly on the portal, the website. And you can fill in the project name will be the same as the file name that will be generated. And there are various other options. For instance, you can choose the geography, the currency, the timeline, what's the forecast duration, the actual durations, the revenue and cost categories, their subcategories, what will be the forecast logics, number of debts, not many options, including you have the scenarios and sensitivity options as well. If you want it, you can just tick it, otherwise it's no. And besides this, we also have an option for dashboard. Yes, there is an option for dashboard. So it quickly builds the dashboard based on the matrices that you choose, which can be customized later as per the wishes. The third step is to just review and finalize what the choices have been made. So this is kind of a small table in which you can see all the choices. And if you want to make an edit, you can just go back and then make the changes, or otherwise you can submit it for processing. So the final step is the model processing, in which it takes around 15 to 20 minutes for the platform. And once that is built, it delivers directly to your mailbox. And the best part is nowhere it asks for any confidential information, which would be crucial for the project. So that can be entered directly into the output model, which is not connected to the portal anyhow. So it's a simple model, and this is a sample. So you can see this is a generated model directly from the portal, and it's a regular model with all the best practices, the neat and clean logics, which have been developed over time. And these are pre-audited and well-tested logics. And so we have been dreaming this for quite a long time, and we are now seeing this coming to fruition. So that's really a great achievement that we have made. So thank you for listening. Yeah, back to Elena.
Thank you very much. Our next finalist is Donald McCormick. Unfortunately, Donald couldn't join us today, so we have Mark Hudson stepping in for him.
Thanks,
Mark?
Elena. Thanks,
Hi.
Elena, and hi, everybody. I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. Donald does send his apologies, but he's away on his holidays today. Squirrel 365, firstly, thank you very much for the nomination. It's great to be among some great finalists, and congratulations to everybody involved. Squirrel 365, we're a UK-based startup, and we're all about transforming your spreadsheets and your financial models into interactive web documents. We make it very easy for you to take a complex financial model that you've built and build it into an interactive calculator or a dynamic financial model that your users or clients can interact with sliders, with value input boxes, etc. And we can also allow you to do what-if scenario-based analysis, and even build them into small cloud or workflow apps that are delivered on either the web or onto mobile phones for your clients as well. And all this is done with clicks, not code. You can take the output from Squirrel 365 and deliver it via a share link on the web. You can embed it anywhere in your website or your corporate infrastructure, and even embed directly into PowerPoint as well. Benefits for financial modeling, as my dog here's somebody at the door, I do apologize, and the financial modeling community are that you can use your spreadsheet skills to create these without any coding whatsoever. Models can be easily shared, as we've seen, and you can also deliver the Excel model very, very easily without any coding into web-based formats. And one of the key things we hear from our clients is that you can abstract all the IP that you have within your model and abstract it away from the presentation layer, away from the logic layer into a presentation layer. So for example, here is a financial model, very easy financial model. So for a SaaS revenue growth, and I can interact directly with these inputs and move these sliders. This is directly in the PowerPoint presentation that I'm delivering for you right now. And as we move these, you can see the model change live in real time within PowerPoint. So you can take your financial model that you've delivered, and whilst you're presenting it, you can interact with it with the board without even having to move from PowerPoint. So finally, what we thought we'd do is just show you a very quick video of how you can build these in Squirrel.
Squirrel lets you transform your Excel or Google spreadsheets into extraordinary dynamic web documents. Add the wow factor to your presentations. Share interactive insights with your colleagues. Add dynamic content to your website. Or create connected workflow apps to streamline business processes. All done with clicks, not code, using only Squirrel and your spreadsheet skills. Simply import your spreadsheet and drag on components. Then the magic happens when you connect the two together. Components update the spreadsheet, which calculates and in turn drives other components to display results. Instantly, your project is dynamic and interactive, based on the logic in your spreadsheet. When you're done, publish to the cloud with a single click. Then share with a web link. Add to a PowerPoint presentation or embed in your website. No programming skills, no code. Just you, your spreadsheet skills, and Squirrel.
So there we have it. I do apologize for Alfie, the 5-month-old puppy, lockdown puppy in the background, but that's Squirrel 365. For more information, please come to our website, squirrel365.io, and good luck to all the rest of the finalists. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. That was great. I kind of wish you took your puppy and showed it to us.
Yes, yeah, I think I will be letting him out the door right now.
Thank you. Our next finalist in this category is Thomas Paul. Hi, Thomas. Over to you to tell us a little bit more.
Thanks very much. Just want to say, might need to get Mark to release the screen. Sharing.
He's probably gone to deal with his puppy.
Yeah. Can we add Alfie to the voting registers? I think he might win. Oh.
I've just changed the settings, and you should be able to share. We should have multiple people.
There we go.
Share, so
fantastic.
Let's give it a try.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks very much. I'm very honored to be nominated. My innovation today is what I call the Advanced Notification Center for Excel. Basically, I think we've all faced this situation where we know that every financial model, no matter how well it's built, is vulnerable to mistakes, whether they be inputs or structural, other issues with them. To get around this, it's a very common element to have error checks built into the model. What I found, though, is unfortunately too many error checks I saw were difficult to use or hidden away or just not that informative. They didn't tell you what was wrong other than you might get the classic true false. So an error was occurring, but what it wasn't what telling you. So what I did is I developed what I call the Advanced Notification Center. This I felt was a much more information rich and hyperlink linked prioritized set of error checks. So I might just quickly step through some of the elements of it and then do a bit of a comparison against a more traditional notification center. So looking at notifications, the notification center sits on top of any existing financial model. It's completely built in Excel with no VBA, but basically it takes your standard model calculations and adds check calculations against them, similar to an existing scenario, notification system. But what it does is it then takes those, brings them all together, and finally prioritizes them based on the importance of the issue. So there's a difference between errors, warnings being issues that you should know about, sensitivities, any active sensitivities, and finally notes that sometimes there are things that any user of a model should know, but aren't actually errors.
Sorry, Thomas, are you currently sharing your screen?
Oh, I'm not seeing anything.
Have you been sharing it for the last couple of minutes?
What's going on? No. Sorry, I don't know what's happened there.
Sorry, we should have maybe reminded you a little bit earlier.
Oh, I'll jump back.
Now we can see it. Yeah, now we can see it.
Very sorry. I'll very quickly jump through again. So looking at the different elements of this, so taking that prioritized list, but then also having what I call a notification bar across the top of every worksheet. So I might actually just jump back to that slide. So that's actually what the notification center looks like. Apologies everyone for missing that. But having an actual list that is dynamic, has hyperlinks built into it, so you can actually move around the sheets. So most importantly then, looking at this, well, what is the difference between a traditional error checklist and the advanced one? Both of them find issues in the model and tell people about them. But what the difference between the advanced one and the traditional one is that traditional sometimes will be obvious if an issue occurs. It might be a red box up in the corner. But what this does is instead has a bar that's at the top of every model, every worksheet, sorry, and says, if there's a color, it'll use conditional formatting to actually come up with something. It also provides information on it. All the commentary is linked up to data. So instead of saying you have a reconciliation error, it can tell you how many periods that reconciliation error is occurring in. Often a very useful tool when building a model to know, is this a systematic issue or is it because of something I've done a bit differently? It provides, there's also hyperlinks. So one of the things I found was really annoying when traditional error checks is either there's no hyperlinks to where the issue is, or it's a very manual, tedious process of doing it. But by using the hyperlink formula in Excel, you can make this very dynamic and linking that straight through. So you can just click a button and go straight to where the issue is, again, with no VBA. Also that differentiation of issues. So instead of just having a single issue type being errors, you can have errors, warnings, sensitivities, notes, and really, because the process is completely open in Excel, you can have as many different types as you want if you wish to. And then finally, by having those differentiated issues, you can actually prioritize. So you can decide if things, how important of an issue it is when it comes up. So having this tool, I found is a very useful one for not only for clients, but also for myself when building models, that while I'm building it, it can be very quick to throw up something when something happens there. So just like to put a few contact details, say very happy for anyone to reach out, more than happy to provide a working live copy to anyone who's interested. I always find the financial modeling community very great at sharing what they do. So, which I think we've seen tonight with everyone being so open and interested in sharing what they have. So thanks again very much for the nomination, and good luck to all the participants.
Thank you so much, Thomas. That was great. Our next finalist in this category is Edgar DeWitt. Edgar, you have the floor.
Hello, Alina. Thank you very much. My name is Johan Smit. My colleague Edgar DeWitt is next to me. And thank you for inviting us at this wonderful summit. Hello, everyone. We're thrilled to be here. And most importantly, we're thrilled to be nominated. That's all very good. Let me start a screen share and let's get the show on the road. So everyone in this conference knows the drill. 90% of companies depend on Excel. 90% of the spreadsheets contain errors. You end up with multiple copies and multiple errors. all familiar. There's another problem, because on top of that, refreshing data in existing spreadsheets creates a whole mountain of risks and problems yet again. You end up with your March copy of a spreadsheet, your April, your May, your June, different formulas. It all goes downhill from that point. Update the data in the existing spreadsheet, and you risk breaking the whole thing. That's disastrous for regular reporting, for recurring budget processes and so forth. So we need the flexibility of spreadsheets. We all know that too. Companies are too diverse to simply fit into one size fits all. How do we overcome all these issues? Well, we have introduced an innovative way with Excel reporting, which is the company we represent. In Excel reporting, you build spreadsheet-like models in exactly the same way as you would do that in Excel. But these models are only templates. They do not contain any data. The data is actually in our own native database. So there's a separation of data and logic. And that's the key to keeping your spreadsheet models robust, reliable, predictable. You can refresh data at any point in time without the risk of mucking up formulas, inserting rows, deleting rows, all that sort of stuff does not happen. Excel reporting is web-based. It has over 40 API connections to source systems, so you can pop in your data from QuickBooks, Xero, Sage, Exact Online, name them. That's stored in our own database, and your spreadsheet models interact with that database. So you don't end up with having 17 versions of a spreadsheet. You end up with having just one single version. That version is very simple to audit. It is built created in a spreadsheet manner. So you've got sheets and rows and columns and cells. You can put formulas in. We went to great pain, investment, and cost over the years to replicate all the most commonly used functionality, including more than 250 formula functions. So your round and your left and your sum and your if and all that sort of stuff. So you build your model, but that model exists only once. And every time a user opens it, it is populated with real-time data. You don't have to have a copy of April or a copy of May or a copy of this company or another company. You just have one template. It always works with your real-time data. It's a massive, massive time saver. Auditors will love it because it's very easy to audit. It's secure, it's scalable, it's reliable, and it's very easy to manage. Thanks to our API connections, you can always refresh the underlying data. So you always apply your models to up-to-date information. It never gets out of date. And there's lots of additional features around our product. As I said, it's web-based. It comes with enterprise-grade user permissioning. So the system tracks who's doing what, who's run this report, who created that model, who refreshed a certain data connection. It is the power of a spreadsheet and the flexibility of a spreadsheet with the reliability of a database. A true separation between data at one end and your logic and your model at the other end, and they never get mixed up. The traditional problem with Excel, where data and logic gets all messed up in the same file, does not exist in Excel reporting. So with that having said, please visit our website, take a trial, contact us, take a good look around. And again, thanks for the nomination. We're very pleased to be here. And also I'd like to congratulate all the other nominees with their place in this list. Regardless of who will win each category, I wish you all the best of luck with your career and your product and your company. Thumbs up to everyone, great effort, and thank you again.
That's great. Thank you, guys. Our last finalist for this category is Saqib Kayani. Saqib, it's your turn.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Saqib Ali Kayani from Pakistan. I would like to thank all the judges for nominating me for this award. Now let's have a brief introduction of my project. Revenue declining stream analysis is a financial modeling product designed by me, which enables business leaders, decision makers to look at the big picture and to take decisions for enterprise core objective, that is profitability. It enables to look at product performance in a product portfolio. If you have a portfolio of different products, this model can give many insights. It is easy to adopt and can be updated by a workforce of a few. And it enables to look at cost allocation of a given portfolio of a product, segment-wise profitability, unit-wise profitability, different component of a product cost, revenue declining approach for any product, cost sensitivity, unit cost and unit revenue analysis, profitability analysis for a product. Besides these, it is also a tool for forecasting. For example, if we are going to upload our budget on this financial model, it predicts the future profitability. Not only this, it also gives a key insight on a product in a market, like you can analyze product positioning and product life cycle. It has a specialty that we can dig down this model from the results till back till the GL level, like we can have identification of potential problem at any point. For example, from the first recording step, that is general level recording. From there, we can, from results, we can have reverse engineering and can reach till the GL level. So it simply works on the approach that revenue less cost is equal to profitability, for which you and me and everyone out here is working. So let me share some insights, something about my model. Basically, what is the objective of this model? The objective of this presentation is, sorry, 1 second, please. Yes, we can tell that it can make different components, which I already told. Now, when we have a product portfolio, we can make segment-wise profitability. Firstly, I told you that we can do cost allocation to all the products. We have the streams: revenue, cost of sales, operating cost, profit after tax. But what the important thing is, when we deal with the numbers, they are quite crunching and we cannot make exactly the results out of this number. So what I did, I made revenue declining stream analysis, which is about that if we earn 100 rupee, for example, 100% at each cost step, how much we utilize at the end, how much profit is remained from that revenue. So clearly the highlighted areas tell that there is a problem in these areas, so we can dig down back and check where the problem is. We can mitigate that problem simply for the operating expenses as well. So we can, this is for the whole portfolio. We can also do that for individual product. For example, we can have an individual product, we can have revenue, and we can term that its revenue is 100%, and each cost step, how much revenue is declined, and then how much is the cost of sales, how much is the operating expenses. From that, we are able to differentiate between variable and fixed costs. And what we can do, that we can predict volumes, that how much volumes, how much sales we need to reach till a specific profitability level. Other areas which this model can cover, like this model is developed on audited financial statements for any industry, for the business leaders. We can upload the budget on it, so we can have performance variance analysis, we can extract unit cost, we can extract unit revenue. It can be used for strategic decision making. For example, we can check sensitivity. In my previous model, which I presented, I told the CBO that if you will change sales and marketing costs that was previously 2% to 3% and 4%, that has a big impact on the sales. So this model is really good for those industries who are experiencing high fixed costs and are concerned about profitability. Now I would like to thank everyone who are the participant, and best of the luck for all of the guys, and thank you everyone.
Thank you so much. This concludes the Financial Modeling Innovation of the Year category. Don't forget to cast your vote on the Financial Modeling Summit website. Now back to you, Giles.
Thank you very much, Elena. And if you wouldn't mind just stopping that screen share, that would be awesome. So that's it for the categories where we are announcing the finalists and going to a public vote. And we move on now to some categories where we again announce some winners. The next category is the Financial Modeling Team of the Year. This award goes to a modeling team that has excelled in terms of client services, deal flow, challenges overcome, new approaches to modeling, or team member well-being and mental health awareness. And I'm delighted to announce that the winner of this category is Operis. And what really stood out about Operis's submission was the amount of work they do to make Operis a really great place to work. And I believe we have Yun Tao here to speak on behalf of Operis. So Yun, if I've pronounced that correctly, apologies, over to you.
Thanks, Charles, and thanks for everyone here participating in the Financial Modelling Awards. Great to be part of the Financial Modelling Summit, and it's great to see so many people who are very keen participants in the financial modelling industry. And I personally do feel quite inspired by everything I've heard in terms of the innovations and tools that everyone's building, and I certainly will be looking into some of those and seeing how that can benefit our team. But yeah, it's just great to be receiving this award on behalf of Operis. We're financial modelling specialists with offices in the UK and Canada, and we work across all areas of financial modelling, from financial advisory to building models, model due diligence, and software and training. So kind of across the whole spectrum. And it's obviously been a very challenging year for everyone in the last 12 to 15 months. And I think everyone's kind of done their best to overcome the challenges as we have. So but very happy to be accepting this award, and thanks to everyone for this, and thanks to the judges as well. So back to you, Giles.
That's great. Thank you very much. Okay, and now I'm actually going to hand over to Anouk from Cambridge Finance, who is going to announce the winners for the final two awards, the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Financial Modeler of the Year Award. So over to you now, Anouk.
Not too sure if she's here yet.
If she's not here, okay, Elena, should we go back to you to just announce the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award? And we'll see if she's ready for the Modeler of the Year.
Sure. Thank you. So the Financial Modeling Lifetime Achievement Award recognizes somebody who has consistently served to move the profession forward whilst raising the profile of financial modeling. This year's winner for this category is Liam Bastick. Liam, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone that voted me, and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks to everyone for recognizing my services in the realm of financial modeling for what now seems to have been about the best part of a third of a century. Obviously started when I was -12, and my sense of humor hasn't really gone anywhere since then, that's for sure. Look, it's fantastic to be recognized for being an annoying little so-and-so challenging the status quo of financial modeling ideas for so long. I mean, I've gone on, I know people pointed out to me about debt sculpting, interest calculations, calculating opening depreciation correctly, etc. And I'm going to keep going. Look, I don't consider myself to be an expert, though. An X is a has-been, and a spurt is a drip under pressure. I like to think of myself more as a farmer, someone outstanding in their field. Look, that's a joke, not that I actually believe that. Look, whether as a consultant, a trainer, or a supposed thought leader, nothing frustrates me more than when someone tells me you can't do something in Excel, Power Pivot, Power Query, Power BI, Power Automate, Power Drill, or not something else, corporate finance, and financial modeling. Look, especially in Excel, which is the world's second best software, the first being the one you can't afford, it's just so versatile that if you can't build what you want, it's more about a lack of experience, expertise, time, or just imagination. Look, I will be honest, I've been nervous about getting something called with the title Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm scared people are going to think I'm over the hill. I'm about to get my gold watch and be put out to pasture for pretty much before being shot. I'm far from done. Just to demonstrate with the recent example, just this year, I spent 3 weeks trying to crack how to model tax losses in DAX, which doesn't allow for recursion. And I was as passionate about that as ever when I finally cracked it. And look, I'm pleased to announce as well here at this forum, where we've not really gone to public with this yet, that my company, Some Product, we're going to be explaining and introducing financial modeling for Power BI. And now I know people have imported models into Power BI, but we're going to build them into Power BI. That's going to mean you can build three-way integrated financial statements down to an infinitesimal level, trying to get around the non-Turing complete language problems in there, which is essential for the COVID-19 normal world. And that, clients are going to actually understand what's driving value, and they can see where the bottom line effects are, and do sensitivity scenario analysis and all the beautiful things that Power BI has to go with it. Look, I'm not going to go gently into the night. If you want to learn more, feel free to join us all at someproduct.com. I'm writing articles on the thoughts section and blog. I won't put a screen share up, etc., because I'll probably forget to take it down, and that will upset the person who's going to get the Model of the Year award in a minute. So once again, thanks for everyone for kindly appreciating my efforts. The award is gratefully accepted, but beware, my passion and I are not going anywhere anytime soon. So thank you. I'm going to haunt you for the next 30 years at least. Cheers.
Thank you, Liam. That was great. Well, I will now hand over to Anouk. Hi, Anouk, to present the last and final award of today's ceremony.
Thank you so much, Elena. It's such a privilege and honor to be here amongst all these fascinating and talented people. So the last but not the least, the Financial Modeler of the Year Award is presented to an experienced financial modeler who has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to this profession, someone who has excelled in client service, technical ability, problem solving, or innovation. And the winner for this category is Michael Jarman.
Great, thanks, Anu. Thanks very much. It's really an honor to be here amongst so many very talented professionals in the financial modeling industry. It's 6 a.m. here, but it really has been still very interesting. So I've not had any troubles staying awake over the last hour with all of the things everybody's been talking about. It's great to be part of this community. I think a lot of people may not value financial modeling as a thing, so it's great to see that so many people are passionate about financial modeling here. And when you have awards like this and sort of people trying to make us into an e-sport like Andrew at the World Cup, it's really great to sort of see the profile of financial modeling to continually increasing. So my name's Michael, as Anu said. I've been working at Operas for about 7 years. I won't sort of tell people too much about what Operas do, because my colleague Jun has very kindly just told us all that. Very proud to be part of an award-winning team as well. I'm going to keep this relatively short and sweet, but yeah, it's really an honor to be here and be nominated amongst so many talented professionals. And it's great to see that with Operas winning the team award and myself winning this, it's great to see the financial modeling is coming home, much like football. So thanks very much for that.
Amazing. Thank you, Michael. Congratulations. Congratulations to everybody. So that brings the 2021 Financial Modeling Awards to a close. I think we probably could add another award to Alfie the puppy for impeccable timing. So well done, Alfie. You're all doing amazing work driving the industry forward. So thank you from everybody involved and everybody watching here. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of this summit. And please do remember to step away from those spreadsheets whenever you get the chance. There is more to life than a balancing balance sheet, but it's always nice to have one. And on the back of that horrifically cheesy line, I'm going to hand over to Kenny to just say a few final words.
Guys, thank you so much for a fantastic event. And I just want to say thank you to the judges in particular. So to Danielle, to Lance, to Natalie, to Ian, to Hedia. The award started a couple of years ago with me giving Danielle a call and saying, do you think it'd be good if we had some awards for the financial modeling profession? And she's backed that vision and supported all the way through, and the other judges have joined this. We did it the first time last year, just innovation, and it's great to see it growing this year. And it's something we're going to keep on doing, because I think financial modelers are absolute unsung heroes. The work that you guys do is incredible. We wanted to have a platform to recognize that fantastic work and the increasing ecosystem that's building up around financial modeling. And we wanted to create a space to acknowledge all of that. So thank you to all of you. Massive thank you to the judges for all your support. And well done to Giles and Elena for presenting it so beautifully. So thank you all very, very much. And looking forward to the rest of the summit.